to our channel.
Hey guys.
So today what we're doing is we're going to kind of walk through the steps of creating a vision board. We're not going to use the magazines and all that good stuff. We're literally just going to discuss and write down some of our goals.
Ooh, and should we draw? Since we know the magazine, should we like try to draw something?
Yeah, we can try to draw too.
I'm like new to this, so I'm like following Sam's lead here.
However you visualize your future. I usually try to do some kind of vision board every year. I'm a very visual person, so beyond just manifesting something and putting it in the air, I think it's helpful for an individual to actually see what they have, the goals that they have moving forward. And what better time than doing it at the top of the year?
Yeah.
Especially after COVID.
Yeah, this year's been crazy. I always kind of like make a list. So like this is gonna be different. I'm like excited to see how it's gonna feel seeing it on like a big board.
I can start.
Okay.
So big one for me. I'll start in this corner.
Okay.
Now, or should we use it? Do we have another color?
Yeah, we have a bunch of colors.
Let's do another color for the headings.
Okay.
Oh, this is another thing. I need to see numbers. I need to see concrete ideas. So being healthy, that's not helpful for me. Work out 2 to 3 times a week. So, but you can obviously do whatever is helpful for you.
Wait, so what do I write under yours? Are we finished? Okay. I want to work out more, and like this COVID year has been the least I've worked out probably ever, because I played sports in high school. I guess I didn't work out that much in college, but I worked out a lot in law school. And I want to find a way my body moving that like I'm excited about, like a practice, whether it's going to a dance studio. I don't even know if it's like playing a sport again or something. Like I want to find like a
that's how I kind
exciting
of felt.
movement.
I was in law school when I started playing basketball again.
For that little brief time I was playing volleyball, I was like, oh, I used to love playing volleyball.
Oh, in law school.
Yeah, and it was like, I want to find something like that.
Definitely stay COVID free. This is very specific.
Do you have like a definite, you were like 2 to 3 times a week?
Yeah, no, because I don't know what it looks like yet. Okay. So I guess like figure out what that looks like for me personally, maybe. Also with work, trying to find a balance of not ordering out so much. Like how do you do that? We're gonna get to the pockets a little later, but that's definitely one.
Yeah, with eating out and like eating healthy and stuff, I definitely fell off this year. So trying to think of something I could like put tangibly as a goal for next year. I don't want to go back to being vegan, but maybe like just try to find time to cook more.
I was able to cook so much in law school just because New York City is so expensive, and I feel like kind of being introduced to that space in a different capacity, but I haven't been able to cook as much since.
I know. Maybe cook more, and like I'm gonna put like learn new dishes.
That's another thing. I get
so tired of my cooking. I just like don't even want to do it
so fast. Like there's just so much kinds of shrimp you can make.
Yeah, I like stir fried myself to death in law school. It's like I don't want to have that anymore. Oh, do you have any mental health ones? I know we just put health. Intentionally create time for rest. Would draw any pictures to go with this one? Or no?
Draw any pictures?
I'm gonna draw a dumbbell.
I don't have nothing in my mind that would be a good manifestation of my heart.
I'm gonna do try to draw a ball. Well, you brought up money, so should we do that next?
Yeah, we can. Finance or?
Finances.
I feel like I'm still, even though it's been a year, I'm still in a transitional period.
Of like learning about finances?
Learning how to manage my money, have money, make a high salary. What should I invest in? What should I not invest in? How much I should be spending on rent, investments, all those kind of things. I'm still a baby lawyer, so I'm still in a transitional period from school to work. When I think about it though, I want to finish up this investment that we've been working on for a while. We haven't told you guys yet, but hopefully soon we will. We've been going through that process for a little bit, so I want to make sure that's finished so we can add like maybe joint investment.
I'm gonna put some stars next to it because that's one of mine too. I really want to finish this. I don't have a 401k yet, so.
Put your stars.
Oh. I don't have a 401k yet. I was like holding off on that this year because I thought like other things were just more pressing. And in hindsight, other stuff was more pressing. Now that we've had a year of not having to pay loans, that really like changed my life, y'all. I'm able to like build a savings and stuff. Now I have the extra money to actually start a 401k. So that's one of my financial goals.
Okay. I have a 401k, but I put 2% into it. So maybe I'll actually go for the 19%.
So you'll like up your 401k?
Yeah, maybe I'll up my 401k, but I don't know, so I'm not gonna put it there yet.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. The reason why I don't have a 401k, I have an emergency savings for sure, and I have a savings, but I'm 26, right? So when I have these conversations with other associates, like, you need to have a 401k, this, that, and the third. I think it's a little different when you're 35 and you have kids, and, you know, I'm 26, don't have kids, don't have any dependents. I think I'll be just fine without a 401k for right now. Yeah. If that makes sense. Yeah. So, who knows?
I feel like we have some time to start with.
Yeah, I'm not as forward thinking when it comes to retirement as other people are, if that makes sense.
Because they're older than you.
That's why, literally, because they're literally older than me. So that's why I don't have one.
Yeah.
Ooh, a big one for me. I want to own property in 2021, for sure. I need to own a piece of property.
Okay. I have a Charles Schwab account that has 0 money in it, so I want to have one of those investment accounts where like they do all the investing for you. I want to just have a portfolio. I don't even have one right now to diversify. So.
The other goals that I have are pretty specific. I'm not gonna put numbers, but I want to have X amount of money in my savings account, like by December 30th, 2021. Oh, also I want to be more financially savvy, if that makes sense. Kind of figuring out where associates go wrong, especially when you're being introduced to this much money for the first time, and I don't want to follow that path. I'll be very, very, very financially secure by the end of 2021 so that I can make decisions about employment that are truly based on where I want to be, right? So
because of the money.
Exactly. Like, I don't want to just be in Big Law as a third year and I have the golden handcuffs on. Have you heard of that? Get so accustomed to the environment that you can't leave. You're paying $4,000 in rent. You are ordering food every week. You're spending $100 a day on Ubers, and now because you're so accustomed to that lifestyle, you physically cannot leave. Yeah. I don't want to be like that. I want to be in a place where I'm very comfortable, stay at this job because I like this job.
Yeah.
So
makes sense. Okay, I picked the last topic, so you have one?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Finances. We could go professional.
Okay, let's do it.
So let's do that one.
I have like some stuff that's popping up in my head.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Right now, I feel like I'm a specialist generalist. I'm gonna be a general specialist. I'm gonna explain what that means. Right now, I'm in cap markets / I do a little bit of M&A now, but like mainly cap markets. Kind of have a good sense of what that practice is. Any company that comes across my desk that the firm has me do stuff for, I do it. Next year, I want to hone in more on specific industries, get to know specific industries more, get to know specific industries better. Familiarize myself with certain industries.
I'll write out some, but not
Maybe
all.
say like, okay.
I'll write out a few of them, but not all of them.
Okay.
That handwriting looks crazy, but to sum up what I wrote down, to holistically capture what I want to improve at specifically at my job, is understand limited partnership agreements, communicate effectively with clients, gain more mentors and sponsors, and attend more trainings. So those are specific things that I really want to start doing.
Yeah. I want to also do more relationship building at my job. So kind of going off like the mentors and sponsors,
but even across peers or no?
Mainly across my peers. So write that down. That's something I guess undervalued. I've undervalued in the past. Working with people that's like also like a friend, or like you really like actually are cool with them. I feel like that makes a big difference.
Yeah. And it's interesting though, because I think back to law school and it was emphasized so much where they would say the importance of being in law school is also about building relationships because you never know who you're sitting next to. But then when you get into the legal world, or at least law firms, it's all about the hierarchy. So people are adamant about building relationships above them. Not saying you are, I'm just saying generally the environment, instead of building relationships horizontally. Yeah. Where it's like, it was a little bit of the opposite in law school. So I'm gonna put some stars there.
Yeah.
I also want to gain more relationships with people outside the law. So
network across.
Yeah, like I feel like I know so many lawyers, especially when we do weeks in the lives and stuff like that. It's like I spend so much time with lawyers, and I don't want to be that person.
So make friends outside of law.
Yeah. Become friends with at least 5 non-lawyers.
I know you didn't write this one down, but I'm also put to drafting. I want to get better at drafting.
Okay. Oh, I do have an hour goal, so I'm gonna add that. Just so I can see it. But for some background, I'm not a huge, you need to get all these billable hours person. I will say I have been caught up a little bit more in the culture than I thought I would about billing a lot of hours, but that's not the reason I have this hour goals. I just want to be clear about that. One, I want to have a target. I always like to have a target, period. That's just how I operate. But also, Malcolm Gladwell definitely got me with, what's it called?
Outsiders, or the...
No. You talking about, we do it for Johnny. That's Outsiders.
Oh, but you know the book you always talk, Outliers or something?
Outliers, there you go. We don't talk about Outliers for Johnny.
Stay golden, pony.
Yeah. So Outliers, I do think it's true that if you put in more hours, you'll get more out of what you're doing. The number that I have in my head will equal up to the amount of hours that I'm aiming for before I actually decide on whether or not I want to switch careers or whatever I want to do. So I'm gonna put the blank number, but like I said, I have a target number. It starts with a 2. That's helpful.
What about, I'll just do blanket relationships. So all of the relationships. However, whichever type of ones, whatever you're thinking about.
Entanglement. Entangling the sheets. So the first thing that came to my mind when I thought about relationships is that I want to maintain the relationships that I have now. So I want to leave 2021 with the same people I started 2021 with at the very least. Okay. So maintain healthy relationships.
I lost a lot of energy this year between the pandemic and just like adjusting to working so much. So I want to be a better friend in 2021. Put more energy into it. It's so funny because I made all these specific goals for 2020. I see my family like every quarter, and I couldn't even travel because of COVID.
Damn.
Go ahead.
So in 2021, I definitely want to be in a relationship.
Okay.
For sure. It's time.
It's time.
It's time. That's super small.
This is like a stupid one, but I want to keep playing the and game. I really like it, and I keep like the game we was playing in Mexico. I have like a card game that Amani put me onto. We were playing in the week in the life of Lawyer video. Y'all didn't see our conversation. Good way to get to know people,
Like foster relationships.
Yeah. I want to keep playing.
The win old.
Yeah.
Keep playing and keep playing and. Another one for me when it comes to relationships is that I want to get to know my dad better on a personal level. Like me and my dad have a great relationship, but I realized, and this is super random, but I realized now when I go on car rides with him that I don't know a lot of stories about his childhood, and I kind of want to know those things. Like he'll say something, I'm like, who are you talking about? The other day he was like, your godfather Mikey called you. That was my dad's best friend growing up. Why have I not heard about his best friend before? I know everything about my mom's best friend. Like I was named, my middle name comes from my mom's childhood best friend, Stacy. So I want to be more intentional about getting to know things about him and not just having surface level conversations whenever I see him. Like, how you doing? How's this? What's going on? I want to know about his childhood. I want to know about his family, his relationships to his siblings, all those kind of things. So.
I'm gonna put a star next to that one. Not necessarily like same family member. I have like a big family. You count the extended family I grew up with, it's even bigger. I have my own perspective of my childhood, but everybody has their own perspectives of things that happened when we grew up. Grew up with these people, so you assume you know them, but I want to hear from their like point of view. Like
it's interesting too because people can tell stories completely differently, if that makes sense. And it wasn't until adulthood that I realized that a lot of people will reflect back on a childhood experience and individuals could be missing based on how they perceive that actual event. So if they perceive that event as them being with their dad, they could completely forget their mom was there. And
that happened to me the other day. Me and my brothers were talking about going to South Perry play, like I told you. None of us remembered the other person being there.
That's crazy.
And I was like, wow, we were all there. I thought it was just like me, my sister, and like this other person. But yeah.
It's like that's how they interpreted it. That's how they intimately experienced it. I don't know. So crazy to me.
Yeah. So I want to do that. Let's do YouTube.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna end it off with our YouTube goals.
Yeah, let's do YouTube. YouTube.
Honestly, I may be skipping a step because I'm trying to be at least at 30,000 by the end of 2021.
Let's do
Not
it.
20.
Let's triple it.
Trying to be at 30.
People hit us up for endorsements all the time, but like we always turn them down. We're very selective. So I want to find that endorsement that like we both connect with, and we're like, okay, bet we're gonna ride for you in this brand.
So actually endorse something. Endorse something
Find a
based on our
meaningful
standards.
Exactly.
Because the reason why we don't endorse things now is because, one, we don't want to just endorse something to endorse it. What if it's not helpful? We're not going to just endorse products to our subscribers just because. So that's been our idea since the beginning, and that's why we have never done an endorsement on our channel. Just as FYI.
That's like a privilege we have. It's like
Definitely.
people use YouTube as their means of income, and it's just literally not the situation. We happen to make money from it, but if we were doing this for money, we would have a lot of endorsements right now. We get a lot of, not to toot our own horns, but like we get a lot of emails about it.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Some more numbers for you. I want to hit 10K on Instagram. We're currently at 2,891. So go follow us and get us to 3,000.
Angel and Sam LLP on Insta.
I want to interact more with our subscribers. So that's something that I think is super fun. That's why I be in the comments responding to everybody all the time, whether it's Zoom chats or hopefully Clubhouse gets lit. So we're actually doing a Clubhouse today at 3. So hopefully Clubhouse gets lit. I want to find a way to engage more.
Yeah. And then on that note too, I'm gonna draw an arrow from put more energy into my friendships and to put more energy into YouTube. I think this is also one of my areas of life where I had less energy to pour into this year, which I don't like. I like doing YouTube, and I want to like be able to put more energy into it. So
Go ahead and draw that line.
I'm gonna draw a little arrow.
Ooh, I want to do more collaborations.
Oh yeah.
We actually are going to do
coming up.
our first collab in person.
Yeah. In a couple of weeks.
In a couple of weeks, yeah. We're gonna do it. We're gonna head to DC and we're gonna do a collab out there. So keep your eyes out for that.
Yeah.
I want to do it on my personal vlog channel too.
All right. This is like nice to visualize.
See it? We can look back. We can watch this video at the end of next year. Ground yourself, and you know, it's like that's how I feel right now staring at it.
Yeah. We have a lot on here. It's manifestation.
Manifestations to all 2021. We're starting over.
We're starting.
There was no
the decade
2020.
over. We're starting the decade
There was no
over.
2020.
If y'all are into vision boards, why don't y'all like DM us on Instagram and send us your vision board?
Ooh.
I would love to see what some of y'all goals.
See what you put on there.
Yeah. And let us know what you think about our goals.
And as always, if you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share.
And watch out for more videos.
Peace.
Peace y'all.
Yeah, this is fun.